Good evening and thanks for watching the News at Times Television TTV with me, Wonder Msisia. But first, the headlines. Treasury yet to fill the position of Auditor General, who 2 years after it fell vacant. Nkoma Synod apologizes to Chewa Heritage Foundation over Reverend Hamilton Yasin Gama's remarks against the Gule Wankulu. And in other news, Justice of Appeal Ralph Mochikoba reserves ruling on ACB's application to dismiss former Home Affairs Minister Oladi Musa's appeal. We have these plus many other stories. Please do stay with us. Treasury is yet to find a suitable candidate to fill the position of the Auditor General 2 years after the position at the National Audit Office fell vacant. Officials disclosed this following members of Parliament's concern on the matter. Audrey Kapalamula reports.
Secretary to Treasury McDonald Mwari has told the Parliamentary Cluster on Budget and Public Appointments Committee that on 2 attempts they have failed to find a suitable candidate for the position of Auditor General.
I think one of the issues to do with Apex, and instead of competing we are supposed to compete with maybe the auditing firms that are there outside established. So I think it's a bigger issue than actual just recruitment. So as of now, we are going back to the table and see what we can do in order to attract a suitable candidate that will fit this office.
Chairperson of the Parliamentary Cluster on Budget and Public Accounts, Gladys Ganda, says the government must come in and benchmark its package with what is in the private sector.
So I believe that the government should move in and also look at what the other auditors are getting in the field. And that's a good one, because we cannot continue living like that. We cannot be changing laws just to suit certain individuals. But we can be changing pecs to attract them. So our position has been that we can afford to change the package so that we attract a good Auditor General.
Ganda says in the absence of the permanent office bearer, it is difficult for the acting AG, Thomas Makiwa, to make binding decisions on critical matters that represent the institution. Executive Director for Center for Social Accountability and Transparency, Wile Kambwandira, says delays in recruiting the Auditor General is not healthy for accountability.
Nkoma Synod of the CCAP has apologized to the Chewa Heritage Foundation over remarks Mvama CCAP moderator Reverend Hamilton Yasin Gama made against the Gule Wankulu. Reverend Gama recently angered the Chewa when he referred to Gule Wankulu members as sinners. Tawonga Sabola has the details.
During the meeting which took place at Lilongwe District Council offices, both Nkoma Synod General Secretary Vasco Kajipapa and Reverend Yasin Gama apologized to the Chewas.
In my first submission to the chiefs, I did mention that the gospel will not change, and the gospel is intact. What has been withdrawn or the apology comes in because of the example that Reverend Gama put in the message. So I can confirm that indeed that has been withdrawn.
Senior Chief Lugo of Kasungu said the Chewas have accepted the apology.
I think I'm more than happy. Let me take advantage for this interview to pass message to the entire community of Lilongwe, also entire community of the Chewa people in Malawi, Zambia and Mozambique that please, now everything went off and there is no any problem. So don't do anything with our Pastor Gama. And Pastor Gama, he said sorry for us as a Chewa. So don't worry, everything already sorted out.
Chewa Chiefs Council Chairperson Senior Chief Kalumbu has since ordered the Nkoma Synod of the CCAP to pay 3 goats as a fine.
Justice of Appeal Love Mo Chikopa has reserved his ruling on the Anti-Corruption Bureau application to dismiss former Home Affairs Minister Uladi Musa's appeal. Musa and two others, former Central Region Immigration Officer David Kwanjana and business person Peter Katasya, are appealing their conviction and sentencing. Jameson Chauluka has the details.
The three want their October 2020 conviction and subsequent sentencing for fraudulently issuing citizenships and passports to foreigners overturned. ACB's Director of Legal and Prosecution Services, Crispin Kunga, argued that convicts did not file scheduled arguments within time and that the grounds of appeal were not specific. On the other hand, Musa and Kwanjana's lawyer, Michael Goba Chipeta, said ACB's application cannot stand, describing it as frivolous and vexatious. Justice Chifundo Gachale sentenced Musa and Kwanjana to 5 years imprisonment for abuse of public office and 1 year for negligence of official duties. Katasya was handed 5 years imprisonment for influencing a public officer and 4 months for uttering false documents, all of which are running concurrently.
A call has been made to support expectant women who were displaced by Tropical Storm Anna's induced floods in Chikwawa. The women are now living in camps, and Red Cross Malawi Operations Manager Cecilia Banda on Wednesday called for more support to make their lives better. Gali Samati reports.
Operations Manager for Red Cross Society of Malawi, Cecilia Banda, made the call during the association's donation to expectant survivors of Cyclone Anna living in Chikwawa. In an interview, she said pregnant women need to be helped with food for both the mother and the baby survival.
So as you have seen that we have targeted people with special groups of people. We have targeted the pregnant women, lactating mothers. So the items that we are distributing is corn soya blend, which is nutritious, and we have identified this group of people to make sure that they are still healthy as they are staying in the camps. So we believe that the provision of this corn soya blend to this group of people is going to help to maintain their nutrition as they are staying in the camps.
One of the pregnant women living in Chilongoma camp in Chikwawa, Ellen Whiton, hailed the society for considering them with their donation. Red Cross Society of Malawi made the donation to 514 families who received portions of 2 kgs of corn soya blend.
Meanwhile, President Lazarus Chakwera says he has been assured by support for Malawi to manage effects of Tropical Storm Anna. President Chakwera said this at Kamuzu International Airport in Lilongwe on arrival from European Union and African Union Summit in Belgium. Matthews Kasanda has filed this report.
The president added that in Belgium, he was able to be part of discussions aimed at tightening bilateral ties, touching on areas such as education and health. He says the international community was also able to show support in the fight against corruption.
And the fact that we had just gone through a very bad cyclone, Anna, with the aftermath that has really rendered this country needing big help and reconstruction. And so we were able to get assurances with regard to all of these things.
In Geneva in Switzerland, Chakwera had a meeting with several partners including World Health Organization and the Global Fund.
The fact that we have an outbreak of a rare polio case, and so they have assured us of continued support. In fact, their replenishing package is just being discussed.
Vice President Saulos Chilima, cabinet ministers and other government officials welcomed the president at the airport. Chakwera left Malawi on February 15 this year through the same Kamuzu International Airport.
A group of 14 parliamentarians advocating for change in the water sector plans to track how the 12 million kwacha constituency borehole fund is being utilized. First Deputy Speaker Madaliso Kazombo disclosed this on Thursday at a news conference in Lilongwe. Kumbo Kaliwo has more in this report read by Audrey Kapalamula.
Speaking during a press conference in Lilongwe, the caucus applauded President Chakwera for establishing the Ministry of Water and Sanitation. Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Madalitsoka Zombo, called for support and capacitation of the ministry to be able to improve water challenge in all the constituencies.
In Egypt, they have the industrial boreholes, whereby they provide one big borehole and then tap water, use, the erectile, pumps, and then use the solar panels, using the solar energy, and they provide water, piped water, to the rural setup. So it's possible. So as a caucus, our main role is to provide that oversight, to make sure that the money is put into good use. And again, to urge government to get more resources to that effect. And again, to get more partners, to join hands with us so that we should be able to save our people.
Country Director of Water Aid, Mese Maso, requested policymakers in the water sector to come up with plans and policies that will drive the needs of people on the ground.
We need to see their constituencies as the centers of excellence in as far as reaching the people is concerned, but also themselves being allowing themselves to be held accountable by the citizens in their constituencies, where they would have dialogues. They would also demonstrate how they are actually bringing services closer to the people.
In Malawi, 80% of the population has access to a source of drinking water, but about 4 million people continue to lack access to safe drinking water based on international standards.
The Ministry of Defense has backed a decision to have Malawi Defense Force soldiers man some of the roadblocks in the country. Deputy Minister of Defense Harry Mkandawire says soldiers have assisted in curbing various forms of crime through roadblocks. Some quarters raised questions after MDF soldiers detained 5 buses at Chilumba Barracks in Karonga. Witness Banda has more in this report read by Sam Kalimira.
Defense Deputy Minister Harry Mkandawire said the Malawi Defense Force checkpoint at Chilumba Barracks has assisted in the provision of security services by, among other things, help in nabbing illegal immigrants and smugglers. Mkandawire made the remarks when he on Thursday visited Moyale Barracks in Mzuzu, a day after touring Chilumba Barracks and Meru in Chitipa district. He therefore proposed that there should be a joint partnership between MDF and Malawi Revenue Authority as both instructions work together.
We need that checkpoint. You may ask why. Smugglers are taking goods from either Tanzania or Zambia. We don't know how they pass through other roadblocks, but some of them are caught there at Chilumba. Now, when goods are confiscated, the army does not confiscate for themselves. They inform MRA to come and issue receipts. So really, that's a commendable job. I would say the army is doing the work of MRA. The first institution that should thank the army for that checkpoint should be MRA. And I would like the two to be working together.
Moyale Barracks Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Togozani Chazema said accommodation remains one of the challenges soldiers are facing at the barracks.
Not officers, we have quite enough as far as officers are concerned, but maybe accommodation, because as of now we are many, then we need also a lot of accommodation to accommodate those personnel.
Cross-border traders have been accusing MDF soldiers of harassing and detaining them for under-declaring taxes on their merchandise.
You're watching news at 8 on Times Television, TTV, and Times 360 Malawi. That is our Facebook page. We'll be back after this short break.
game night. You invite friends over, you switch on your TV, your cable bill is overdue. You try to stream the game online, your Wi-Fi needs recharging. You try to watch it on your phone, you're low on data. You head over to the closest sports bar just in time to hear the ref blow the final whistle. Or you do things the smart way. Recharge and manage all your devices with one click on the My Airtel app.
Do you know that you don't need to travel to get quality building materials for your dream houses? Cashbuild has it all, from toilet sets, garage doors, Mali rainwater gutters and accessories, new light ceiling board and fascia boards, aluminium sliding doors and window frames, quick-cut geysers, Frank kitchen sinks, assorted wooden doors, floor and wall tiles, assorted paints, waterproofing paints, steel window and door frames, locks, melamine boards, rhino mold, lasher wheelbarrows and many more. When you choose Cashbuild, consider it done. Cashbuild offers you free local delivery and free plan reading and costing. We are in City Plaza building next to Electro Sales along the Masauko Chipembere Highway in Limbe and at Accord Center, Zimba and Mazuwulu Road, Lilongwe. Call us now or visit www.cashbuild.co.za. Cashbuild, quality building materials at the lowest prices.
Welcome back. You're watching news at 8 on Times Television, TTV and Times 360 Malawi. That is our Facebook page. The number of unregistered non-governmental organizations operating in the country is on the rise. Minister of Gender, Community Development and Social Welfare, Patricia Kaliati, disclosed this on Thursday when she launched the 2020 NGO sector report in Lilongwe. Wezi Gausi was there and has filed this report.
Kaliati says it is worrisome that out of 620 active NGOs, only 62 are registered with the NGO board. She says only 37% of the NGOs operating in the country submitted reports to the ministry last year.
We've asked the Chief Executive Officer of NGO board through the chairperson to keep talking to them that they've got to register.
NGO board chairperson Shadrack Malenga says the board will continue engaging those NGOs that are not registered to comply with the registration requirement.
This is a relatively large sector with a lot of money involved. Also, a lot of our fellow Malawians are employed in that sector. So we want to bring these issues to light so that we can have this sort of interaction where we are guiding each other on how we can improve as a country as we move on our Agenda 2063.
The NGO Board of Malawi is mandated to register and regulate all NGOs in Malawi.
Malawi Congress Party claims many people are now joining the party after an announcement that President Lazarus Chakwera would represent the party during presidential elections in 2025. MCP Second Vice President for the North, Harry Mkandawili, disclosed this at a regional committee meeting in Mzuzu this week. Sam Kalimira has the full story.
Malawi Congress Party Northern Region Chairperson Joseph Chavula made the remarks when welcoming about 200 members from Democratic Progressive Party DPP, United Democratic Front UDF and UTM. Chavula assured the people that the Tonse-led government will fix economic challenges that people in the country are going through.
The declaration of Dr. Lazarus Chakwera as the presidential candidate just a few days ago, I think that is one of the reasons that have prompted many people from DPP and maybe other political parties to dump their parties and join Malawi Congress Party because of the love and the trust that they have in the leadership of Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera. All this is happening in preparation of the general election 2025. So we believe they are very happy with the declaration that Dr. Chakwera is going to be the torchbearer.
Mzuzu District Chairperson Franklin Hara said they are welcoming the new entrant into the party as the country's oldest party believes in open door policy. Hara further said the recent presented national budget has also given hope to Malawians, hence the reason people are joining the party.
That has spurred the party in the sense that people were not comfortable with the current price of oil. As of now, people are happy. They will afford, even people in the village, they will afford to buy cooking oil. That's people are happy. There are nothing people want. They want food to eat and sleep well. They have good fertilizer and so forth.
MCP recently welcomed Mzuzu-seated Deputy Mayor, Councillor Tony Mwentete, and other councillors who joined the party with their supporters. MCP has 11 members of parliament and over 20 ward councillors in the northern region.
And in other news, Deputy Minister of Health Enoch Pale visited Central Medical Stores Trust to appreciate stock levels in the southern region. Pale says he made the visit to appreciate how Tropical Storm Anna has disturbed service delivery. Pale has since told Malawians not to panic as medical stocks remain above 56%. Deputy Minister Pale explains.
So because of these things, so coming also from the face of COVID, we thought we should better get prepared, and the best preparedness we can do is to have proper monitored stock levels in our medical stores. So I came here to monitor the level of our stocks. If at all this continues, how best we can get prepared. Not only responding to that, but for our routine service delivery. It is just very prudent that we should know what is there. Budget is under discussion now. So the reflection of the budget and the implementation of the budget will depend on what we have as to give us a wake-up call. So I'm here. So the impression I have is that it's very reasonable. I don't think we can press the panic button now because we are at almost above 56-57% stock levels, which is okay. So what it means is that the directors of health and social services from the councils can still take their shopping vouchers or shopping payments and come here and do a reasonable shop. For those that they may not, then that is a different thing, but most of the essential products that at least may be needed at a facility, therefore the time being available. And we are so thankful that government made that a provision to Central Medical Stores that they should have resources like this that we are seeing here are being stocked.
And Central Medical Stores Trust Board Chairperson Josiah Mayani had this to say.
So far, Central Medical Stores, our stock levels in terms of drug and medical supplies averagely good because we have, as the minister say, we have about 56% of stock availability at Central Medical Stores. And this translates to the fact that when our DHOs come here to order the drugs, we have got some drugs which we can supply whenever it's needed.
Josiah Mayani, chairperson for Board of Central Medical Stores. That's the news for now, but before we go, the headlines again. Treasury yet to fill the position of Auditor General 2 years after it fell vacant. Nkoma Synod apologizes to Chewa Heritage Foundation over Reverend Hamilton Yasin's Gama's remarks against the Gule Wankulu. And in other news, Justice of Appeal Lovemore Chikopa reserves ruling on ACB's application to dismiss former Home Affairs Minister Uladi Musa's appeal. Remember, you can get more on these and other stories by visiting our website www.times.mw. You may also like our Facebook page, Times 360 Malawi, subscribe to 1895 and follow us on Twitter at Times 360 Malawi. Remember to wash your hands regularly, observe social and physical distance, mask up, and get vaccinated to prevent COVID-19. Please stay safe. You've been with me, Wonder Msisia. I wish you a lovely evening and continue watching the rest of the programs. Good evening.
game night. You invite friends over. You switch on your TV. Your cable bill is overdue. You try to stream the game online. Your Wi-Fi